The Black Hawk Down campaign mode is one of the most challenging story modes that I've ever played. I do like a good challenge, so I thought I'd make it even harder on myself. Out of everybody on the ground, I think Nelson stands out the most.
What?
There are 5 missions in the campaign that follow the ground forces, and Nelson was a machine gunner a part of those ground forces. So sit back and relax and enjoy me attempting to play the Black Hawk Down campaign with no audio.
That sounds terrible.
Mission number 1, Irene. Now the positive about this mission is as long as you're clearing your corners as you go, you can't really get flanked. I just prioritize moving slow and not overextending from my team. Also in the lobbies, I'm letting people know what I'm doing, so they're taking extra care to watch my 6. Clearing rooms with a machine gun is kinda sketchy, I will admit, but we got it done. Trigger control and accuracy is the key to success. I just had to be extra careful to clear every corner of the rooms. When it counted though, I definitely let my teammates take some precision shots. Once everyone was secured, it was a little bit easier to just open up fire on enemies as we moved into the atrium. Once the convoy arrived, I just wanted to get to the front door to hold there as soon as possible. Second mission, the fuse, made things a little bit harder. With no audio report of where the RPGs were coming from, it was my job to just focus CQB throughout this mission. I had to put a lot of trust that teammates would clear things that I couldn't see or couldn't hear. Once we made it to the main street, things got a lot tougher because I had less cover to work from. I engaged targets as they came and shot at what I could see. An important part of this mission is taking out the trucks before they get to the Humvee convoy, so I did just that. Next mission, Black Hawk Down. In this mission, it's kind of tough because the beginning, it's just corner after corner, so you really need to watch yourself. But I will say, having a belt-fed machine gun makes engaging target after target a breeze. At this point in the challenge, I realized that having teammates to get me through the spots that I couldn't get through alone was super important. Especially having range limitations, I knew that if they died, I died. Eventually, we got pretty far into the city though as a team. The ultimate goal of this mission was just for me to get the guys with longer range weapons to this building in order to engage the targets over the crash site. Once we engaged and eliminated all the enemies across the street, we could secure the crash site. The next mission was NSDQ, and this one was way tougher than I thought it would be. I forgot that the M249 SAW doesn't have a flashlight attached to it, so visibility was a major issue. I already couldn't hear, but now I couldn't see either. I made my way through the city, just taking targets as they came, trying to not go down. I picked up pretty quick that I just had to kind of fire back at muzzle flashes, and that was my best bet to win firefights. I also figured out that nonverbal communication was the way to go, and giving the medic ammo was a good way to get meds back in return. The visuals of this map are amazing, which is good because that's literally all I had. This took me way longer than it should have to get done, but in the end it was super rewarding to get it completed. We were running super low on smoke grenades and I had absolutely no communication, and this guy made it work with one smoke grenade. The last mission I was not looking forward to, if I'm being honest. The Mogadishu Marathon. Now, I thought I had a lot of attempts in the last mission. This one took me forever. You have to keep moving, and there's always people on your flank. I honestly lost track of how many attempts I had at this, with no audio. The worst part is we'd make it super far into the mission, and then we'd get picked off one by one. Teammates were super crucial for me in moving throughout the street without getting flanked. Eventually, we made it through. And all I can say is I felt quite accomplished the first time I completed the campaign normally, and now I just did it without sound, so I felt pretty good at this point. I really appreciate those of you who stayed all the way to the end. That's going to be it for today's video. Thanks again to Delta Force for partnering with me for this video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.